Back-to-back wins, another 3 points, a really hard-fought 3 points against Wycombe.
Yeah, really important. Really pleased with the players. I think they were excellent today. I spoke about the game to them before the game about it might not be pretty at times, but we have to try and gain control wherever we can. And it was all about dealing with the first and second balls as well as we could, and dealing with set pieces where they're a real threat. So where they've been the best in the league. So I thought, to a man, they were brilliant. They did their jobs at set pieces, defended brilliantly. Were really brave with our line, really aggressive with our back line. They moved together. I just thought it was a really good team performance. I think it was a different challenge today from the other night. It was a different challenge to what we've come up against recently, and the lads responded and showed that side to our game much more than we have done over a long period. So I'm really pleased with them, and I think that's what got us the 3 points today. Really, is that aggressiveness and intensity, and then the rest comes off the back of that, and we end up scoring 2 goals and controlling most of the game. So really pleased with them, really proud of them, and really important to get back-to-back wins, especially at home, and a clean sheet, which I felt they deserved today, because really limited them to really few chances.
It can be sometimes really difficult to break down a team who comes with a game plan that they come with, and you know, the way that they play football can be sometimes quite difficult to play against, can't it?
Yeah, I've got, as I said before, I've got huge respect for Gareth and his team. What they've done, they're second in the league before today, so we have to respect the opposition. We have to be aware of the threat. But as always, it was about us and what we do. We had to deal with their threat first, and I spoke to the lads about just being patient with it. And they're second in the league for a reason. They're really good at what they do. They work harder than most teams. They're really hard to break down. But I thought our players, as I said, were patient. They controlled it as much as we could, and they were excellent. So I think we deserved the win. I think there's no doubt about that. And for me, it's just really pleasing that we've come through 2 home games, 2 big important ones for us, and we've picked up maximum points. And now it gives us something to build off, and it builds us up for a really important run of games in February. So delighted with them, and hopefully we can continue that.
Let's talk about the goals, because they're both great goals to talk about. I mean, lovely little chip to the far post for Reece to finish. Great first goal to get in front.
Yeah, I think it was Callum, wasn't it, who played the pass? Was it?
It was Houts.
Was it Houts? Oh, there you go, Houts. There you go. I've given the wrong person. So great ball, good finish. It wasn't easy, by the way. He squeezed it in on the half volley. So yeah, we got lads there who are absolutely knackered. They've worked extremely hard. 2 games in a week. Some of them haven't played regularly for a while. Reece has been injured, obviously, and Louis Thompson. So I'm pleased. Yeah, the goals are different, and Ben Gladwin's come on, and he's getting better every time he comes on. He's getting fitter. He's getting more confident in himself and his body again. And I said before, I've said it for the last few weeks, we've got a really good player at this level on our hands. It's about keeping him fit and making sure he keeps building up minutes. And he's got real quality, and he's shown that today on his weaker foot. When he come inside, the way he got away from the lad in the first place, and then a really nice finish. So I'm really pleased for him. I think it showed how pleased the players were for him as well in their celebrations. They're delighted for him because he's deserved it. He's had a really tough time. So I'm really pleased for them, as I said before, and I'm proud of them, and 2 nice goals to finish it off.
I know it's early, but everyone will be concerned when they see Reece Healey injured potentially, and then Carlton Morris, which looked kind of hamstringy. I don't know, but they'll be concerned. Do you know anything yet?
No, I think hopefully all of them are just precautionary.
Right.
So rather than actually going too far and then having to come off, they're all honest, and I spoke to them before. They need to be honest, because we didn't lose them for a longer period. So ideally we'd have kept them on for the whole game, but I thought the subs were brilliant. So hopefully they'll all be fine. The subs that came on all had an impact. Connor was excellent, nicking second balls for us, good positions. Dave Kasumu heads a ball away at the end from a corner, which we told him to do as soon as he come on. It's really important, his job at set pieces, and he'd done it. And for me, I said to David, that's as good as a goal for me. That really counts, and it's a team game, it's a squad game, and you have to be ready if you come on the bench. So I'm pleased for him, and I'm pleased for them, and hopefully all the injuries will just be ones that we have to monitor over the next few days, and we can get them fit, ready for next week.
9 points clear of the drop zone. You're actually closer to mid-table now. It must feel great.
Yeah, I think so. I think it sums up the league. It's a crazy league. Anyone can beat anyone. I'm really pleased, because obviously the position we were in when we first took over, there's a huge difference between then and now, which is great, but we have to keep marching on. Nothing's achieved yet. We haven't done anything yet. We can't get carried away with anything. So I am really pleased with where we are. I think for the boys it's a real, I'll be honest, I don't look at the league too much, and I mean that. So I think for them it's a real boost. I think it puts pressure on other teams around us for sure. So we need to concentrate on us and keep doing what we're doing. If we maintain performance levels like we have done from the second half on Tuesday, and then the whole 90 minutes tonight, I've said it all along, I'm confident we'll be okay, but we need to make sure that's the case.
It's not January anymore, but don't think you're going to get away from talking about transfer windows, because how did you find your first one?
It was interesting. I spoke about it late last night. It was. I'm really pleased with the business we've done. I'm really grateful for the backing of the chairman and the football club, of the people we brought in. I thought we've done really good business for what we're getting value for money wise. I think it's superb, and I'm really pleased with what we got in. It was a bit of an anticlimax on transfer deadline day. Nothing really happened, so we brought in Fish, which was really good as another option in goal. But apart from that, it was is what it is. I'm glad it's over. There was a lot of phone calls, a lot of time spent on that, and nothing really we lost out on a few. We got a few that we really wanted, but it was up and down. It changed a lot. I've learned a lot from it in terms of our process as well and what we want to do moving forward. And now I have to start looking towards the summer window. It's as simple as that, and planning beyond this season. Listen, our short-term goal is to stay in the league, and there's no doubt about that. But I have to. We've got a real long-term plan for this football club, long-term vision, and the players are really buying into that. I think everyone's buying into that, which is great. And hopefully we make sure we do our job this year, and then the future and next season is really promising.
It's never just looking at one transfer window, is it? It's always two or three ahead.
Yeah, I think, and that was the deal when the chairman gave me the job. We spoke about it being a long-term thing, which is brilliant. It's what I wanted, it's what he wants, and hopefully I'm repaying that faith and trust now, because as I said, I'm sure there was a few eyebrows raised at the time. So hopefully he's getting what he wants. I think he is. I think the fans are starting to really enjoy it, which is great, and really connect with the players, and the players are really connecting with them again, which is superb. That's what I want, that's what we want. So yeah, I think it has to be about a process day by day, but there has to be a long-term goal at the end of it, and we know what that is. This season it's about staying in the league, but above and beyond that, it's about creating a team that gets better all the time, and an environment and a culture that demands that. So it's up to us to make sure we bring that.
There was an incident towards the end where a ball looks like it's been kicked into the crowd, and I think it's caught a young boy. Did you see any of that?
I didn't. It's really unfortunate. I'm disappointed by it, because their player's been frustrated and done it. Listen, I'm sure most players have been there and done it. It's unfortunate. It's ended up hurting someone, and a young fan of ours. So it's disappointing. I hope he'd be the first to apologise and make sure that the boy's okay. But we'll do something as a football club to make sure he's all right, and I'm sure we'll make sure he's okay and bring him in and get to see him and make sure he's okay, and hopefully he is, and that's the main thing. But I'm disappointed by it. It shouldn't happen, but it has.
It's an old cliche that football clubs want to make their home ground their fortress, but with 5 home wins from 6, do you think there's progress being made on that front?
I think so, yeah. I'm really pleased with how we've been at home. I think teams are coming here now knowing it's not going to have an easy day in terms of how we do things and our intensity, especially at home. We need to start picking up more points away from home, but I'm really pleased with what we've been doing here at Stadium MK, and hopefully that will continue.
You spoke after the game on Tuesday that you were unimpressed with the way that the Rochdale goal went in, and Wycombe had quite a lot of corners today, but felt like the Dons controlled them quite well. So do you feel that progress has been made between the two games?
I thought they were, and we've practiced on it a lot over the last few weeks, so I thought we were brilliant at defending set pieces there. I thought we looked really calm, really assured, got first contact on most things against a team who's the best at them in the league. So if they can't take belief in that, our players, then we certainly have. So hopefully that'll give us a platform to keep doing that. We need to keep working on it and keep getting better at it, and we need to concede less goals, and I'm really pleased for him to keep a clean sheet today.
Just on the young lad, the referee gave him the match ball, which I thought was a nice touch.
Oh, good, yeah. That is a nice touch, so I'm pleased with that. There's no consolation having a ball kicked in your face, but we'll do something as a football club. This club's brilliant with its young supporters and all of its supporters, so we'll make sure that he gets more than that and gets looked after.